All right, so first off, do you like my shirt? I think it looks pretty good. I honestly think it looks good enough that I can use my masculine wiles on you guys. I'm sorry. What I wanted to talk about today was actually Boonk Gang. Do you remember who Boonk Gang is? Because if you're like me, you probably heard about him for about maybe a couple of weeks back in 2018, and then off your radar, you know that he's a menace, but that's pretty much it. You don't know anything else about him. You don't know who he is today. So he used to do some pretty wild shit, some pretty deplorable stuff. He used to steal from people. He used to wreck their shit. He used to run into buildings where people were working and just make a whole scene and make their lives hell, throw milkshakes on the floor, etc., etc. He was that type of prankster. The type of prankster that I fucking hate, let's be honest.
Oh, it's a little big. I'll probably have to get it. I can like get it. Like that diamonds on my wrist, it's a little big though.
Yeah, we can size it.
You can size it?
Yeah.
Let me see. You can take it off from me? I might. I probably don't even need to get it sized or nothing like that. Might I hold it?
Yeah, sure.
Whole gang, whole lot of gang shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, run off with the diamonds in the bitch in the mall, you know what I'm saying? In the mall, you know what I'm saying? Got 100K right now, you know what I'm saying? Whole lot of gang shit, you know what I'm saying? Fucking gang shit, you know what I'm saying? I hit a fucking million followers. They ain't doing it like me. Woo! 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 A million followers. A million fucking followers. A million followers. They ain't doing it like me, you know what I'm saying? I hit a million fucking followers. Slip and slide with it. Woo!
What an absolute dildo. Anyways, nowadays he's completely different. I know that if I told you that, you probably wouldn't believe me, but nowadays he's completely different. Long gone are the days where he stole puppies, money, Rolexes, threw milkshakes on the floor. Long gone are the days where he used to be a menace. He's actually done something which not a lot of people would do after gaining so much infamy. They would try to, but they would never really nail it and probably just end up fading away to the point where they were just a sour memory. As far as I can tell, I think the transitioning point for him was when he ended up going on the No Jumper podcast. Now, this wasn't the first podcast that he's been on. As far as I could tell, he's actually been on a few, but every single time he was blitzed. No different this time, by the way. He was double blitzed.
Shout out to the homie Boonk.
Oh my God. Yep, man, asked me, I'll take a picture.
Oh yeah, you can take a picture. You're gonna get a picture.
And as far as I could tell through the videos that I watched, this seemed to be the turning point. Whether it's supporters or detractors, they both united in the same thought. This guy needs help. After that podcast, his hiatus started, but then in late 2018 to 2019, he ended up popping back up with a few music videos. He came out with some songs, and in those songs, he essentially conveyed to the people that he was trying to turn his life around and he was getting sober. Now he likes to go by John, by the way. What ended up happening was a year after he went on the No Jumper podcast, he's back on the No Jumper podcast again.
I'm sober.
You're sober right now?
Yeah.
Like really sober, or you're like trying to be sober?
No, I'm sober.
Okay.
Sober.
Super
I
sober.
mean, I've been on painkillers though, cause my jaw.
You can see that there's 100% a difference in the person that's sitting before you right now. If I was watching and, a part of things while this was going on, I feel like I still would have questioned, hey, you robbed people. Are you not going to jail for that, or are we just going to pull a Cardi? And, well, considering he recorded his whole list of crimes and he was well known to be a menace, yes, he did end up going to jail. He actually ended up taking a 2-year hiatus again after the second No Jumper podcast. It's like every time he goes to a podcast with Adam 22, he has to take a big fucking break. But it wasn't a voluntary break. He actually ended up being in and out of jail during that period. And then he comes back. While he was in jail, he ended up finding Jesus, which seemed to help him stay on the right path. Well, nowadays he has 2 channels. One of them, which is known as Holy Gabbana, 509,000 subscribers, in which he makes Christian music. And then the other one is John Gabbana, where he tries to reach out to people that were kind of like him, struggling, needing help, and convey positive messages. Which, at the end of the day, what he's doing now is 1,000 times better than what he used to do before, because at least he's trying to make a positive influence now in compared to the negative influence that he was before. It's actually just quite a wild turn, right? From stealing to being a menace to people to teaching young people to do what he does, because whether he liked to or not, when you're a big influencer online, there's a lot of people that are going to take from what you do and try and do that because they think it's cool or they think it's going to make them cool. And now what he's doing is he's completely flipped the script and he's trying to be a positive influence to those young people. I think it's 1,000 times better, right? Either way, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about him because, well, he kind of just popped into my mind and I thought to myself, what could he possibly be doing now? There's no way he's in a good spot if he kept down that same path, because that's all I knew him as. I knew him as Boonk Gang. But it was cool to meet John. One button undone just for you guys, all right? If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe already, all right? Like the video, and that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.